Hello everybody, this is burgback coming to you with a replay from the 1.3 patch, and we can kind of see some changes are already starting just right here on the replay. I'm just kind of showing you what you have to look forward to from 1.3. Just to give you a heads up, we are having the change on a 1v1 where there are going to be both players up on the top right seeing their mineral count and their gas count and also their resource count, and also seeing what race they are up in the upper right hand corner without even having to really do a whole lot of searching. So we have that. We also have a little bit of changes here. So if you see in the production tab, we'll see the race there, and it looks a little bit more squared off. We can look at a couple different things. It looks a little different than what we're used to now. They don't have an icon yet for their unit count, but I'm sure that'll be coming as the PTR gets bigger and is polished. So I just have this set for 2 computers on Insane right now, just to kind of give a feeling of what is going to look like on here. But you also notice down here the observer shortcuts. So we have the name panel, which is a Control N. Really nice, showcase of not even needing a mod Starcraft 2 to be able to see the names. You kind of get this from GSL and things like that. So now you don't even have to mod that or put an overlay on your game. It's already in here. It'll show the unit count and how many resources they have to use, which is really nice, and their names and also their race. So it's really nice, especially for a caster's point of view, so we don't have to do anything like that. So you'll probably see that coming out from the casters every once in a while. So we'll take that off for right now. And really nice, seeing the animation come up right there. So we can kind of bring it up and take it down whenever we want to. So again, we can see now that the production tab's coming up. We can see the units that they have, spending and things like that. Army count. Of course, no armies yet. We're not that far into the game, and APM. So it's changed just a little bit from patch 1.2, and you can see the changes that we have already made here. Now there's a couple more overlays here for the observer. We can see with Control I, we can see the mineral count, we can see who's getting more per second than anybody else. It's kind of just like the income tab in a sense, except we can actually see it in like a generic form as an observer. So this is a better graphical termination for everybody to see, and I'm sure a lot of casters will be showcasing this, or even observers will be using this in the game. We also have, army supply, and again, really nice animations coming up here. We can see who's ahead right now in army, who's ahead in worker count in a graphic way, instead of just showing it, in a way like this, where, instead of a way like this, where it's like this, we can actually see it in a graphical chart way. And then also we have units killed, which will be really nice to see as it goes on. Of course, this does take up some nice amount of real estate. And as you can see, the nameplate, even if it disappears, these do not go up. So that should be an interesting thing. I could see these being a little bit smaller, just because it does overshadow everything that's going on in the game. So we'll see how that goes. And then the last one is the APM. So we can see their APM. Of course, the computer, against computer here, one going at 75 APM, one going at a measly 43. Of course, for that doesn't really matter that much. But again, really nice showcasing here of what we can get. I think we'll be seeing this used a lot in matches, just to kind of showcase that. And I'm just kind of waiting for, the 5 or 6 minute mark, or I'm sorry, the 6 or 7 minute mark, just to kind of showcase what some of this will do for observers. Because as we see, army supply. Again, we're pretty even on the army. We're pretty even on the We're even on the workers. And the unit's loss is going to be kind of interesting because you have to actually hit R, Control R to get to that. Of course, nothing's been lost yet. We're kind of just waiting for some kind of push out. We see down here, player 2, the Terran user is definitely going Marine Marauder. We're going to go for that starport now, and not a whole lot of changing. Even the computer goes Mass Marine Marauder here early on, and going for the medvacs as well. So I think the computer knows what works for it as well as a winning base. We have, of course, the orbital command. Computer seems to definitely know how to play here for the Marines, and it looks like on the the Protoss side, we're going to be going for some Colossi. Colossi, of course, really well against that Marine Marauder ball. And, of course, the computer knows that, and of course somehow magically knows what is going to be happening here. And we look at we're pretty even here on, well, just the Terran player's a little bit ahead on the units, but it looks like Terran getting ready to push out. Of course, really good high ground advantage here. If the Protoss decides to stay here, we'll have some range advantage until that Terran player can get up into this area. And the Terran player is starting to come in, starting to come up. And we look as the Terrans the Protoss starts coming down, and that Colossi out, and it starts. Oh my goodness! And we'll look at the units killed, and there we go. The graphical using of the units killed, of course, blocking a lot of the game. So I'm not sure how much this will be used in a cast, but great for an observer just to kind of see it as we see the Terran player getting decimated by the Protoss forces. That Colossi doing a lot of damage there to this ground army of the Terran. So again, this is just a little bit of a preview of what you'll be seeing in patch 1.3. This is the 1.3 PTR. Everybody has it that has an American account. So I'm sorry about those European. I think Europeans don't have this. I think it's just an American thing right now. But now we see the Protoss coming in, starting to get ready. We look at the army, and again, the Protoss is a little bit ahead now, but we do have a lot of Marines and Marauders coming down here. We'll be taking out that Protoss army coming down. So again, you know, really great, I think really great adjustments here, being able to see both both sides, resources, and how much supply they have. And I think adding this to the mix is a really good use as well, adding their race, and you know, just cleaning this up a little bit. It looks a little. I think it looks a lot better than it did before. And I think, you know, just having this here, just kind of as a short supply, being able to bring it up and hide it really quick is really nice. As long as you're paying attention to it, is really nice. So, what are your the users? What is your suggestions for this? If any of this stays through, if any of this gets adjusted, what do you want to see from these replays now? Do you like the little title bar here with the two players on the opposite side? I think that's really nifty. You know, do you have anything that you like or dislike from this? Now, I didn't go over any of the patch changes in this, but I figured I've seen enough of people doing that, so if anybody does want me to go over the patch notes, I can, and I can put that on my channel. That's not a problem. If you want to get my input on that, you know, I can do that. But you know, I just wanted to go over the replay and show you what the new stuff is showing and what it's capable of. This is, of course, a new map that's coming out as well. I just kind of wanted to showcase all the new stuff as we go on here. So just leave some feedback down below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and also you know, make sure to leave a comment and you know, say what you like or what you don't like about this new setup that Blizzard is showcasing. So I'll talk to you later, guys, and we'll just close out with this last battle here, because this is probably going to be what's going on here. And you know, we'll see how many are getting killed here. And again, it looks like blue doing really well there, but it's starting to even out. So we'll talk to you later, guys, and please make sure to comment, please make sure to like the video, and I'll see you guys next time for another replay. Take care.